Welcome back to the Curse of Strahd, everyone. Last time on the Curse of Strahd, the party was taking a bit of a break. After all, the Amber Temple tried their body, their minds, and their bonds. The Grey Company, thanks to the magic of the Wizard Mordenkainen, who they've saved from insanity and obscurity, and warm matrimony, is currently taking refuge at the Grey Company base in the town of Vallaki. There have been some discoveries. Tarmogen managed to activate an ancient assassin's order's magical mirror and is currently being followed around by the spirit of one of its assassins, awaiting commands, after all. It seems that Lady Lydia, the wife of the late Vargas Vlakovic, the former burgomaster, is quite unhappy with the new burgomistress, the party's friend and ally, Irina. Irina, also known as Tatiana to Strahd von Zarovich, the tyrant and king of Borovia. At the moment, Tarmogen is smoking in the parlor room. Varys was joyriding his Pegasus, Arodia. Honorim was meditating on the Book of Intelligence. Fisk, you were on the roof, watching the skies. It is there that you saw Strahd von Zarovich fly to the southwest side of Borovia, almost turning Arodia and Varys out of the air. Strahd got you in the eye and said something mysterious about the ties of the past and how one can't really ever escape one's past. In the meantime, the party, Vasila is also following Irina and Isaac, as it seems that strange orb, at least one of that usually looks like the sky spell, has been following Irina. Especially, you're not sure how long that's been going on. Additionally, you know that at least somewhat recently, the shape changer, the doppelganger Danan, as it calls itself, has been here, and it laid a trap to the party. One that the party managed to frustrate, but who knows where the nefarious monster is. It doesn't seem like he'll give it a rest until he is killed, or otherwise convinced to let off his vengeance. Not that Varys would let the one who beheaded his father get away with it, most likely. But either way, here we are, back in Vallaki. The time right now is about, I believe, let's see. Oh, I think it actually happened, yeah. Time now is about noon, I would say. Additionally, you found some kind of mysterious code, hidden wards that were hidden by Mantarok, the ancient Archmaster of the Amber Temple. And Scylla managed to, well, she impressed the local blacksmith enough to give her with a certain saw spear. One that has been infused with the power of a fire giant. So, Scylla, I don't remember if she came back home, but for the time being, let's see, who would we go with
after
first?
she ran into the... Hi, you good?
Hi. Yeah,
Hey.
I startled me just a bit.
Yeah, after she ran into the hag.
That's right, after you ran into the hag, thank you. As you guys can tell, my brain has been all I have a baby.
Goo Goo Gaga.
Hi. Goo Goo Gaga, indeed. I do apologize in advance if I forget anything. Please don't hesitate to smack me verbally and let me know. So, Priscilla, can you remind me, were you on your way home after that? I believe you were.
Yeah, I was. You can literally cut into me kicking down the door and be like, "Tarv, look what I found at the blacksmith."
Alright, well. At the moment, let me see. Well, I'm going to say that the most immediate thing that happens is Fisk and Varys, the two of you just had that occasion. Varys, your heart is like still pounding in your chest, and you can feel, for a moment, Erodia's heart and yours are almost like one, as it happens. And I'd like you to tell me, Varys, how would you react when you feel that Erodia is feeling this terrible fear, like for a moment, it almost feels like she's going to have a heart attack. How do you try to calm her down?
I think that Barris is feeling kind of like a mutual kind of heartbeat. He hasn't felt this way since he's been in this whole shithole. But he used to have connections where he's from when he would hunt and ride horses, and he'll lean forward and put his heart against the back of her neck and say, "We're in this together. We'll be okay."
As you do, you feel the great heart of your horse on Pegasus begin to slow as it matches your calm and focused beat. And for a moment, you swear that you felt a bit of a spark, like you felt your mind in hers and yours. You're not certain what it was, Varys. But she speaks and she starts speaking, and when she does, you realize you can understand her. Should I give chase, Master? If you would dare to try to knock off us... Oh, you don't understand me, never mind.
I do.
I guess I'll just...
Ah!
Holy shit! I mean, heck.
There's a moment like what? Like in her heartbeat as you answer her, and she does a bit of a circle in the sky. But how?
I have no idea. But I'm glad to hear your voice.
Well, us horses do have a saying. You shouldn't look a gift human in the mouth. I don't know why it's
I think I have a qualifier for probably the new worst joke you've told the campaign.
I
Broke
think so. I
himself.
think so. I love it. I love it though.
He broke himself.
Can I take
I
away
did,
an
I
inspiration
think.
from you?
I should actually get an inspiration point just for that comment.
Yeah, for bearing the burden of that.
God, I'm gonna tell
Vicarious
this to my dad. I'll
inspiration
kill
point.
him.
Godspeed,
Yeah, go
funny
for it,
man who
fuck.
lives up north.
As Erodia whinnies, you share in her joy, but you can still see that you can still smell that stench that the undead Argenvost leaves behind him. The terrible chill has now filled the sky, and it starts to snow. You shiver. You weren't expecting to be so cold, so it's probably a good time to land. As you go down to do so, you do see a small figure running back towards home. You recognize it, well, kind of. It does take you a moment to get used to her form. It's Vasilla.
Who's that short red lady?
exactly. Alright. Barris, you are now on the map. You land with Arodia as the other guards begin to marshal the party's other horses into the fence. Let's see. Scylla, you should now have control of your token, as well as everybody else who wishes to join the scene.
Oh, okay, I can come up here. I'm trying to look over. Is it? I think the dynamic lighting's like broken because there's like permanent shadows coming from this window, or is that like a detailed in that?
Just double check here. No, looks normal to me. It is a detail of the map, I think. It's because there's multiple lighting sources. Yeah, looking through your model, looking through your token, that looks to be working fine.
I mean, yeah, that works. There's just all the streets coming down here. I guess there aren't any actual like sources on here of light in this area. It's just like from over here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Irina
There you
and
go.
Isaac are here, or are they still wandering off? Like,
I think like you've kind of like let them go their own way once you realize
Yeah.
they're not going to be. Yeah. They are back at the Burgomaster's mansion, which you could probably go there later if you wish. But yeah, no, Vasila, you're home. The guards will open the gates for you, and you can see Varys landing with Erodia. As snow begins to fall all around you.
you see this short red woman just walking over. So, do they have rules on airspace over here in Vallaki, or are you just allowed to fly around as much as you want? Am I cutting out?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to DM. What was
No,
that?
no. That was Vasila.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was Vasila to Varys, I think, because she just
Yeah,
tried
got
to
it.
land.
Yeah, sorry. I lost concentration. I'm sorry.
Good.
No worries.
But yeah, she says that approaching you guys casually.
Do I have the snow just around me, or is it around the entire?
Oh no, it's like falling down.
There's exactly 20 square feet of snow in Vallaki, and it's all right here.
I'm walking on it. Yeah. Alarin, you could probably note the snowfall from your own window, but you're probably too focused at the moment. Unless somebody calls for you. And yeah, Tomajan, you're here as well. In the other rooms, you can hear the sounds of some of the people that Irina sent later to probably clean up the mansion and repair the damage done by the attack from the slimes.
I forgot I almost got stat checked by slimes. Jeez. Oh, well. But yeah, where am I?
You're right here.
Yeah.
Well, how'd it go?
I mean, it went fine. I got armor. I also found this thing, and she's gonna unfurl the saw spear.
Holy crap!
It's fiery now.
Yeah. Didn't know you sold it. But I was talking the blacksmith, just shooting the shit. He says, "Hey, I got a bed for you." I'm like, "Sure." Before you know it, he's throwing the thing in the air. I'm holding my arm out. I'm like, "Guess I might lose my arm today." That was on the schedule, but I'm all good. And he took the fire giant potion I had, just dumped it on the thing, hit it a few times, and dumped it in the air a few times.
A lot better luck than I had. Just
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah, but I guess I'm done with equipment shopping for now.
All right.
Bookworm, come up with anything big on breakthroughs for his studies?
No, we're still waiting on him. I'm gonna tuck in and just wait on him because I really want him with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you inside.
Looks at you. What?
She just makes a motion to like keep going in. Those weirdos in here.
Speaking of
not being here.
What time of day was it again?
I want to say noon.
All right. Then. Let's go check in on Brain Boy and take Vasil upstairs to where his room is.
Speaking of which, on him, I believe last time we, let me see, I think we had a ticker somewhere. Was it on your sheet or somewhere else?
Yeah, I've done 4 hours. 4 this morning. And today is doubled. Today, so that's all I will be doing all day long.
Alright, so could you give me an Arcana check, please?
I did that last.
Sorry, an intelligence check. No, another intelligence check, because every
right.
few hours you get to do another one.
Also, Kitty can't get off the roof.
Don't worry, Kitty, I'll get you a ladder. Yeah.
Thank you.
Should be good now. Never mind, hold on, I'll fix that too. Should be good now. There we go.
Thank you.
No problem. I think I made the light layer, so I forgot to make the light layer passable in the upper layers.
Oh, my cat's fine.
I miss my cat. There you go, Fisk. You've obviously seen the whole damn thing as it went. You do not like the fact that he's going there, but you're not too certain what that would imply. Well, not too certain what that would imply. No, you're fairly certain that he's not like going to sack the winery. Okay, let's see.
I think Fisk's plan for this time while he's waiting for Honorum is I'll check in on him every once in a while. Don't say anything to him, just kind of makes his rounds around the house, checking on people.
As you open the door, you see Honorum kind of like, floating in the middle of the room, meditating. The large book is like open in front of him. Honorum's eyes like kind of like giving off like this light, and he's kind of like muttering arcane words to himself, and you can see like multiple. It's kind of like fucking you know, like Doctor Strange, that scene where his head goes like, where he's like looking at all. It's kind of like that, and you see like every place that he's looking, there's like a different like image of a book page. What the fuck are you reading fast?
Then you see Nico kind of hovering, and you open the door, and he sees you, and he waves his finger.
Gonna push Nico aside. I don't move in. I'm just gonna push him out of the way so I can look, and then walk away.
Honor him.
This guy's no
whatever
interest in going
amount
in
of
to
time-
disturb him.
Honor him. Thanks to that check, whatever amount of time, please remove an additional 5 hours of your total. How much do you have remaining? Honor him.
Can't hear you.
I used pretty much all of today to study. I'm down to 27.
Okay, no problem. Every 5 hours or so, I'm going to ask you for. Every 5 hours. Every hour or so, I'm going to ask you for another check. You are no hedge mage. You honor him fucking Balthazar. Okay.
I do look over at Fisk and say, "We might go see Mother Lucia." What is that?
What is that floating around? Is that the cat? Yeah,
That's a cat.
it's Victor's
Oh,
cat.
is that Victor's cat floating around in the midst of all this?
Oh, I don't know who's controlling it. It just says all controlled by all players. I'm not sure how that came to be. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I guess
Interesting flavor came out of nowhere then, didn't
this
it?
is yeah. It's it opens its mouth and says, "Hi, my name is Lancelot. I am Victor's familiar. I don't believe we've made acquaintance before, as I didn't exist quite yet. It is a pleasure to meet you." And gives a little cat bow. Especially to you, Fisk.
Still's like,
May I
looking
say,
over.
sir, the state of your mane is rather fetching. You must lick it constantly to get it to give it that shine.
Fisk looks at his fur that is burned, singed, matted in places, discolored in others, missing in some places because of scars and skin.
The cat has huge cataracts.
You look at it, it's
And
like
he's like his fur isn't like, he doesn't look mangy, but he looks fucked up. He's been through some shit, and doesn't really understand what he's complimenting.
what the fuck is that?
Either way, I'm glad to make all your acquaintances. Perhaps Lancelot will pounce on Nico. As our master and your master, as my master and your master are studying companions, I dare say we shall be seeing each other quite a lot. in general, anything you'd like to tell Victor or anybody else in the household, I've been instructed to pass the messages along as well. I will tell Victor, and Victor can pass it to Irina. Or Isaac, but usually there's never a reason to speak to Isaac, because he's a large brute
He's a dick.
with incestual tendencies.
I,
Yes, indeed.
I'm not gonna comment on the other part, but sure. Is Honorim still busy?
Yeah, he's in the book still.
Yeah, like this is like you kind of like peer into the room. You see like that Doctor Strange type shit with the light coming out of his eyes.
Jesus fuck. All right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We should probably, well, when he's done with his session, we should probably talk in private.
Let's go look at Tarm. To Mother Lucia.
Great. And I'll, with the exception of Honorim, I'll let everybody know, and anybody feels like coming along can, I guess. Make sure everybody has the option if they want to.
Bears is gonna go.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up as much as possible. Tarmingen's, he took his time this morning after reading that book and cleaned up and looked civilized again.
Yeah, for the first time in a long ass time, you actually have a mirror to shave with and trim your beard.
Yeah.
Like an actual fucking mirror. Like, you look at yourself like, god damn, back when you lived in the city, you would never have let us get this bad. Never. So, you really like let yourself take your time. Clean up nice, proper, patrician beard. Properly cut. Let me see. So, guys, if you guys are heading to Mother Lucia's, please just place yourself in a group, and I will pick you up and copy paste y'all. Alright, thank you. You can stay over here. Over here, the snow still falls. And maybe I will probably stay. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Oh no, it's fine. Oh, no, staying. And I'll grab this mouse that for some reason follows the party around. And we'll go to I'll take you guys to the church.
As we go,
What is it?
Fisk is going to cast see invisibility. I'm just keeping an eye out as we walk.
Fisk, with your particularly sharp eyes, you almost immediately detect a presence following the party invisibly. It's trying to keep. It is trying to keep a bit of a distance, but you recognize the impy form of Majesta, the former imp of Lady Vactor. Well, the imp who was the former familiar of Lady Vactor. There's something strange about his general ways carrying himself. Like, you've never seen him look terrified before, but he's constantly fidgeting, looking behind himself as well, between itself and the party. It tries to stay low to the roofs as much as possible, and ducks into alleyways. Not because it seems to be afraid of you, but because it's afraid of something else, it seems. You definitely know what it looks like when someone's terrified from anything that could pop around the corner at any moment.
And noticing this, as we are walking, you all see Fisk just stop and sit in the middle of the road and stare at something.
Fisk, your blood is cold now because of the snow that's been falling on the
Arm just walks to where he would be closest to him in his path anyway, and just stops. He's like, "What do we got?"
Desto.
Ah, shit.
He follows us. And I say it loud enough that Modesto could hear me call his name.
Expect,
He sees me
usually
looking
you'd expect-
right at him.
Usually you'd expect the imp to, immediately duck away, teleport away, or other such. But although it flinches, it almost looks relieved, and the final glance behind itself cautiously flutters forward. It doesn't uninvisible itself, but it doesn't, stop right in the midst of you, but it does say from a bit of a safer distance. He stops about 20 feet away from you on one of the rooftops nearby. And you, although you don't hear it, it seems to be casting a... No, it can't do that. Never mind. It'll have to say this from closer. It comes from about it flows about 10 feet away from you. Just so that you'd have to jump to get it. Then it'll say, "Well, it's true. You're back. I should say welcome, but we didn't exactly see eye to eye last time we left. I assure you, my following of you has no nefarious purposes, as hard it would be to believe, after all. My former mistress is dead, and I have no vested interest in harming the Grey Company." Keeps looking behind itself. And so, if it could hop from foot to foot in the air, it would do so. You've never seen a fiend so nervous.
What scares it?
Yeah. Oh, I did miss your charming way of speaking. Let's just say there's a big man. The big man has awoken. The big man has awoken. And he's taken notice. Taking notice of things I don't want it to take notice of. He's in here, but not. Thanks to the Lady Vactor's magics, I still have some of my own faculties, but, well, most of them I should say, but it's like an itch in the back of your mind. You have mothers and fathers, I believe. Well, you know how you can hear your mothers and fathers in the back of your head. It's kind of like that. Except mine wants to eat me, and I don't want it to. I don't want to have my mind eaten. Say, would anyone here be in the market for a familiar? 50% off on any deals. Please?
Stop following us. And I immediately start walking towards Mother Lucia.
Oh, come on now, please. I can't enter the church without a master. He'll kind of like just go on his knees in front of the party, and well, the guys can't tell, but he will now, and he'll kind of undo the invisibility, and he just looks like a little. And you guys see that his little manservant's outfit is all torn and worn. Please, this is worse than the hells. The type of spirits that flit and flat around here are worse than the hells. At least in the hells you can make deals, you can wields. Here they just want my heat, my essence. I'm barely hanging on to my impish form. I'm going to devolve. Please, someone make me the familiar. Hey, how about you, nice lady? I don't think we've met. I'm Majesto. Okay, pleased to meet you. Luckily, the snow has driven most of the people off the street, and from a bit of a, unless you're looking up close because he's wearing a bit of a hat, Majesto just looks like like a very small, ugly child. But it is a bit of a strange scenario that is happening here. Like, he's kind of like tugging at, like he's kind of like on his knees and kind of like, and like grabs your pant leg, Vasilla. Perhaps I served a woman before as well, and I was quite the, I was quite the yeah, it's like Tom Jennifer's just walk away. I could serve you, please, mistress. Yes, just take Majesto.
Oh my god.
Yes.
My god.
Oh, you, Master Varys, we've never had problems, right? I've served. You know that I'm a good servant. I serve well.
Adios, amigo. And I'll turn around and walk.
I'm a devil. I don't speak abyssal. What?
Daniel.
He looks to
this is
Vasilla
some
with a
part three.
begging.
Daniel, I'm telling you, this is JoJo Part 3 shit right here.
I'm not sure what you mean, but like he turns to Vasilla with a the small fiend turns to you. I mean, Vasilla, you know what imps are. They can be useful servants, but at the end of the day, they tend to want to serve themselves. For most and foremost.
Sorry, no speak comment. Bye. I'm just gonna leave.
What? You'll pay for this, great company. He sees, but when he gasps, like he heard something only he can hear, immediately turns himself invisible, and then you hear of quick little wings.
Oh man. I love this chump. I'm gonna miss him when he's dead.
Well, somebody must. Somebody's gotta.
Funny little guy.
Alrighty. Well, soon enough, the party does indeed arrive at the Church of Saint Ajal. You guys want to know how long it's been since you guys been in Vallaki and the church?
17
It's been so long
years.
that it still doesn't have doors, proper doors. It just has like the dynamic lighting lines. That's crazy. Yeah. By the time the party arrives, it's about noon 30, and you guys see this. There's a group of people there inside. There's a bit of not really a commotion, but there is noise, and you guys can smell the smell of watery soup and gruel, as well as general human BO. There's a bit of a there's about like 20-30 people, all in general state of duress. As Mother Lucia and the children are handing out bowls of soup in front of a large cauldron. When she sees you, Mother Lucia immediately brightens. You see, like, running next to her, kind of like Marathon Man style, is Matilda.
Jeez.
Great company, so good to see you. Well, if you're hungry, you can grab a bowl, and or if you're not, or if you're in the mood to help, we always have extra ladles. The children are currently helping, volunteering with the elderly. But if you need, I can always have Matilda rush over and get them.
Yeah. Where do you want me? He just, offers to help.
She'll beam at you, and you can really see like the wrinkles kind of standing out in her face, and you'll feel like a pang, remembering how she sacrificed some of her vitality to break the curse on Bassoon, who at the moment is actually nowhere to be seen. She'll give you a big ladle and a tile of bowls, and she'll stand you by one of the cauldrons, and immediately, like people divide the line in half. It goes to stand in front, and start like going, like handing out their bowls, and you give them. I don't know if you ever worked at the soup kitchen, but basically this is what's going on.
Yeah. I just hopped in to help out.
So, people are peering at you curiously, and you guys definitely get some smiles and nods. The gay company, after all, are famous as the saviors of the lucky. Even a few couple of ragged cheers go up here and there. Although, that's not to say that no suspicious glares come your way at all. After all, this is still Barovia. To be Barovian is to be suspicious. How can I assist? Pardon me. How can I assist, gentlemen? And Lucilla? I've heard from Bassoon and Octavio and Matilda here that you've been cured. Congratulations, my dear. You are a very beautiful young woman.
Yeah, and I'll take it as a compliment. I didn't think redheads were that rare here. Jeez.
Oh, it has nothing to do with being a redhead here. After all, we should always be true to ourselves. And
Yes, it
it
kind
would be
of
difficult to be true to yourself. I would too.
Yeah, thanks. So, soup kitchen, right?
Yes, indeed. Although I doubt you've simply come for a bowl of watery soup. She'll say to the party in general.
I was going to laugh. I'm like, well, we want to check in, but we do just want to make sure you're okay.
Well, by the grace of the Morning Lord, I'm fine.
So, I could actually use a
big
favor.
help. Of course, young man.
So we've been pretty busy out on
It's
the
so
trail.
good to see you, by the.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so good to see you again, by the way.
Yeah, looks like you're staying healthy. So we've been pretty busy doing things, and what was very helpful was a while back you gave me a couple of small little vials of that holy water from the little stand over there, and I could use a couple more.
I'm afraid I used the last of my holy water during the She kind of catches your eye, Varys, and looks at the other party members, and then she kind of uncomfortably says, "During the you-know-what."
Okay, I didn't realize that that was all you had, but it's not a problem. I just thought I'd ask.
She looks at your hand and frowns. Well,
I share a look with Tarm.
either way, the
Fisk will ask if she's seen Varys before. Alone.
yes. Well, I don't know that I should say. She looks again to Varys, because I was understanding that was a private matter. But Mr. Varys, if you Varys, if you're okay with me discussing this business.
Yeah, please.
Maybe
I'm all ears.
Well, okay. Well, you're the one who paid me. Oh, and asked me to. Well, I suppose here we go. I think we had a small private ceremony for you just a couple of weeks ago. You know, with that lovely young man you've met on the road. You said you were embarrassed about letting the party know, and you knew about Borovian attitudes towards such things, so you wanted to make the ceremony private. And you made that large donation to the Children's Center as well. You made the large donation to the Hunter's Lodge as well. Don't you remember?
I'm gonna elbow Varys and just say, congrats.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
Yeah. How's hubby doing? He's doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm going for the riff right now.
Well, I was very glad to hear that, you and that young elven gentleman were getting along. I remember hearing otherwise before, but he's... Well, I suppose... Okay. I suppose, after all that's happened, I don't blame you. She smiled.
Yeah, sorry. I've been. It's been a crazy few months, so my memory is not what it once was.
No, that's quite all right. If I may, are you taking Asher's last name, or is he taking yours?
It's a private matter.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, darling. I don't mean to pry. Sorry, my
No.
common isn't what it used to be. When you aren't around, really, I don't get that much time to practice it at all. I was the maid of honor! Matilda goes. I wasn't paid for my services! That's okay, I don't believe in capitalism.
Yeah, I think the maid of honor comment, like, you see Vasilla keeping a straight face, but you just get the just the snoring. That's
Ferris is just going to say, well, thank you. And he's going to turn around and he's going to walk out of the building. And as he does, you see him pull out his sword and he starts holding, like, sharpening his blade. And he walks out.
You see a couple of homeless guys who are like waiting outside for to come in, kind of and just kind of like turn around and leave as you try your sword and you're just like.
As you walk by Fisk, he just softly says, "We will find him."
Yes, we will.
And I'm going to go see the kids. I'm not gonna make myself known. I'm just gonna walk in and sit until they see me.
So, I'm actually. Could I try to talk to Matilda? After I'm guessing. Yeah, after Fisk does his thing.
Fisk, you see you actually see the children coming. The graveyard here in Valaki is pretty friggin' large. It's basically the size of a small park. And you actually do see the children on their way back. They're walking back with, in the company of Octavio, Bassoon, and about what seems to be 8 elderly people. Bassoon and Octavio are arguing in a language. Do you speak Orcish, Fisk?
Do.
They're arguing in a language you do not recognize. While
No,
the children...
I do speak Orcish.
Oh, you do. I thought you said new. Damn. Okay.
Yep.
You hear Bassoon say, "Well, she did it for you. She can do it for. She did it for me. She can do it for you as well. It's for you as well. She did it for me. She can do it for you as well. What the hell are we waiting for? I got it. You can get something there too. You can fix your leg. It can make you younger. Anything." Octavia says, While I'm not exactly above such things, after all, I've done much worse in my time in pursuit of monsters. That is a step too far. A line I would never cross. The fact you did and do not see what's wrong with it is concern enough. If you weren't able to walk into these walls, I'd probably poison you already, or would have poisoned you already, my friend. Right, yeah, well, I could save that for you if you want. When this is over, I don't even mind just jumping off the cliffs of Castle Ravenloft. But I'm going to have that, but if I land, I want to land on the castle's rubble. I have all this power, and I'm learning to use it every day. Honorim can teleport us. I know where to go. It'll be quick. What do we need? An hour? 20 minutes? Enough of it. Enough of this. Not right now. Not while Elisha is still searching. And like they've approached by this point. Ah, fish. Welcome. Like, and you see, like Bassoon wants to say something else, but like Van Richten kind of like, like uses his, like he kind of like hobbles to you quick, so like he doesn't have to talk to him. Meanwhile, like, and you do see like you do see the kids, by the way, if you ever asked, speaking with the elderly. There's 4 elderly men and 4 elderly women, and it seems to be one of those community outreach things. Bassoon frowns, but when he sees you, Fisk, like he does smile. It's not as wild and energetic as it used to be before, but he is genuinely happy to see you. He kind of like places a heavy hand on your shoulder, Fist, like like kind of squeezes your shoulder and goes, "Can we get out of here? I feel like I'm getting older just being around all these old farts. Depressing enough to feel like I need a bunch of children to watch after me."
Just looks between the two of them just a moment and looks at Bassoon.
So nods. You're looking well, Fisk. You're looking well, Fisk.
There's one thing.
Bassoon looks bigger than he did before, and his hair is definitely darker as well.
Is one thing. To make a bad choice for yourself. It is another to try to convince someone else. I look at
There's a moment of silence.
Octavio and say, whatever it is, it's not worth it. And I start going towards the kids.
God damn.
When you said, there's a moment of silence as you live them, and you can hear behind you, Fisk, in Orcish, Bassoon saying, "Fuck, I forgot you can speak Orcish." Octavio Van Richten laughs, like, kind of gives Bassoon like a in the back. Sort your shit out. and enters the church where you guys can now see him. Fisk, you see like towards the in the back of the group you see Artur speaking animatedly with one of the with an elderly woman. Because he only has one arm, she holds his hand, and you see that the old lady also has one arm missing. They're speaking animatedly in Barovian, and when Artur sees you, his eyes go wide, and he lets go of her hand and runs to you and gives you like a big one-armed hug.
Stronger.
Fisk! Yeah, it's only been like a couple of weeks, but he did grow by like a couple of inches from the looks of it, so maybe he's simply standing straighter.
Eyes flash yellow and brown and green. Some moment I'm having a conversation with Zaviel. And I'm introducing Artur to them.
Zaviel is very like... Zaviel is basically like an army sergeant. Like he's basically like he's like a one-track mind. Like kill demons, kill evil, behead evil, and he's like... But because, he does have that, like... He is like an angel of the light, more and all that, he's still like... You feel the deep sadness in him.
And in that moment,
As he looks at that door.
in his mind, Fisk says, "This is why we kill demons."
The child was nearly 1. I am glad that he is not. It has always weighed on my heart the heaviest to strike down a transformed innocent. Although it seems he did not escape unscathed his fate. The elderly, by the way, are all kind of like keeping their distance. The kids are, like kind of gathering around your fist. A couple of them are like, like standing back because they're a little bit shy still. A couple of them are like, the two girls are bombarding you with questions.
Fisk is
in Barovian, unfortunately.
Fisk is going to tell Archer, "Wait here," and walk directly to who's the woman that normally takes care of them, Lady.
The Martikovs.
Yeah. I have a token somewhere around here, but she's
I can't
Victoria
remember her first name.
Montikov.
Victoria.
Lady Victoria Montikov. She's the little sister of
Yes.
of the lady from the Blue Water Inn, whose name is it? Danica from the Blue Water Inn.
Danica. Yes.
Go to Lady Victoria and ask for a private word and kind of pull her off to the side out of earshot.
Children, Yes, Mr. Fisk, she'll, some few steps away. You see the elderly kind of like in Barovian, like they're all kind of like gossiping to each other as they see her walking around with a strange felinic demon. So openly too.
I say to her, "We believe Arthur's mother lives. Do not say anything yet. Not confirmed.
What makes you think she does?
He is a werewolf. And it was his face.
Arthur can't know.
I need to. When he's older. Protect him for now. Don't tell him.
I have always
And
and always will.
I go back to Archer and lay down in front of him and kind of head nod to the back.
Okay, like you can see, like you can definitely tell because you're so insightful. When you're around, he tries to kind of like copy your movements and the way you move. So like when you move your head like that, so does he as well, and he's just like looking at you with eyes like full, like you can just like see it in his eyes. He's outpour of like admiration and like the desire like to mimic you in every way.
And I motion for him to get on my back and pull on the Voltusha. And I take him
He's there before you finish
around,
like the nodding gesture.
around the graveyard. Possibly.
Like he's
And his voice kind of drowns out as I zone in. And I'm just running. And running.
It's like that scene in X-Men where like you see his cheeks are like from how fast you are. Outside, you guys can hear like cries of alarm as those elderly people are like, "Oh, the monster is taking away the child." Yeah.
Victoria's seen this before, and I'm just going in a
absolutely.
circle around the edge of the graveyard.
You can already hear her like calming them down.
And in that moment, Fisk is zoning out and not paying attention to anything anymore. He's just focused on running. And wonders for a half a second if this will be the last time he does this. Until eventually he kind of comes back and stops and slows down and lets Archer off. And just leaves. Doesn't say a word. Just leaves the graveyard.
Archer like slides off your back like a wet noodle, like like just kind of giggling to himself and panting. That's all he can do. His hair is standing up from speed like a Super Saiyan, and like just kind of like flops back onto it, just like giggling. The kid are screaming after you that they want to turn to, as the elderly, kind of like look after, like a couple of them like go to see if the boy is okay. But you do see the one who was holding his hand. And touches your back like.
Stop.
Twoi. Kotka, idi сюда, kotka. Idi сюда. And she'll do like onto your forehead. I szuta tie, koska. I szuta tie.
Give her one of those long, slow cat blinks. And just turn around, walk.
Fisk, you have received Grandmother's blessing. Your next 3 D20 rolls will have a +1 on them.
That's it for me. The rest of the day, I think. Just start walking back alone.
Back to the base.
Yeah.
You start to make your. What's up,
I
Tom?
say, as I see him walking, I'm like, Fisk, I want you to witness something.
I'll turn around.
And I assume that this is all taking place in like the main chapel or in the kitchen.
In the graveyard.
Well, where's the soup kitchen? What room are we in?
The soup kitchen is kind of like in the main chapel hall, but
so it's the main chapel where where the services would be held.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The main door is opened like to both the street and the graveyard, so people can just like come in.
Okay, all right. And I kind of grab Mother Lucia's arm, like, come here for a minute, and I go up to the altar. I just kind of drag her up to the altar.
I'm too young. I'm not ready.
I laugh at her. Well, weddings are a thing around here, apparently. I just chuckle. I grab the rags wrapped around the. Which heart is it? The one we've got? Scholar's heart?
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I think it's time. And I reach up to the symbol of Ravenkind, and I fire sunlight. And I reach down and I'm going to attune to it in prayer in front of the altar. Don't know if it'll do anything.
You have the Arcsage chart, I believe.
Arcsage chart, sorry.
Arcsage chart. And I think you guys gave the Arc Wizard heart, you gave that back to the winery.
Right. This is the one we have in hand.
Yeah, this is the Arcsage heart, so which... Okay. Since you are a paladin, you are a man casting divine magic, this attunement this is such an incredibly powerful magical item. Tomogen, this is different from, like, you've obviously attuned to magic item. Like, hell, you've attuned to magic item. The first time, you were fucking...
This is a heart.
Old.
Yeah, no, I understand that. This is
something
big. Yeah.
You guys all see... When Mother Lucia did it, she did it with the heart of the Arc Wizard, which definitely seemed to, empower her, but you don't remember what you saw now. Like there's this blinding light kind of like erupting from Tomogen's art. Like you guys hear like from the gathered crowd, like of the needy, like they're like this collective gasp.
In sunlight, in broad daylight, in Barovia.
Exactly, like just there's like this. Oh! In fact, I have like the fucking soundtrack for this, where it's
Cassie whipping out a miracle.
Yeah, basically. Hold on, I'm going to. And you guys are like, okay, holy shit. As Talmogen looks like he's ascending. Or at least, like he's kind of like floating off the ground, just like the sunlight intensely. Talmogen, you're somewhere else though. You're not somewhere that is overflowing with light. You are, as you blink, you find yourself in a church. Well, you were already in the church, but this is a different church. It has suddenly seemed what it is. And with a bit of a lurch, you realize you've seen this church before. Quite a long time ago now. But this was the church in the town of Emberstone, where you've met the party all that time ago, I think. Wait, actually, were you in the party? No, never mind.
I never got. No, that was after.
No,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
mind. King Crimson,
woods.
remove
Yes,
their
yes.
memory of what I just said.
That would have been cool, though. I mean, it's
You see this absolutely decimated. Oh, thank you, Kev. Sorry. Yeah, no, you guys should have been the church map. You see this absolutely decimated church. Like it's been. It definitely seems like it's been abandoned for quite some time. Tom, let me just whatever this is. There we go. There, like the smell of. Immediately, you get the sense of sadness. Sadness completely embodies this place. You're not certain how you know, you just know.
well, obviously I'm looking for the altar.
See the map.
Yes, I see the map.
Yeah.
No token. Oh,
There's
there I
an
am.
altar
Okay.
in front. Yeah, there's an altar in front of you, and his back to you. There is a figure, a man on his knees, praying. Though the church is empty, his voice is sure and strong and loud.
I walk up as if this was just a perfectly normal day in this church.
It is being so weird. Come on.
So, hello, young man. What brings you to church today? Have you come to confess? The man turning to you is incredibly broad-shouldered beneath his clerical robes. When he stands, he towers over you by a head and a half. He has a... looks about to be 60 years of age, although possibly even older. But if he is, he's in the height of health, and it's quite difficult to put an exact finger on how old he is, or even what god he worships. He wears simple white robes with a blue trimmed hood.
I don't even know what to call you. And I have so many sins, I think it'd even make you old and bored if I had to tell them all to you.
Well, I'm already old, so I'm halfway there. Armigen, welcome. This is the Von Zarevek Family Church. I am Father Sturken von Zarevich, and I welcome you.
He literally perks up a little bit and he gives him a proper bow. And I'm like, you are royalty in this land.
Shakes his head. Please. My brother is the royal one, not I. I gave up my claim to the throne to pursue my devotion to the gods. I had a higher calling than being a mere king. Although, it's not like I'm unaware of what has transpired in these lands since my passing.
It touches
my
everything.
Great nephew. Indeed. It seems my great nephew has become quite the puppet of fates. unlucky. The Von Zaroviches have always been unlucky. He heaves a sigh that's so deep and sad. Like, you can really... It feels like you just heard an old man recount how, like ancient tales of the past, of like the city of his youth, long gone now. I suppose you'd like the power that I've left here. To wipe him out, wouldn't you?
I want to stop this, whatever it takes.
Tell me, young man, do you think Strahd deserves to die, to be eliminated?
Death comes for us
What
all.
would you do?
Death comes for us all someday.
Does he deserve to die, though? Does he deserve to be free of his curse?
Well, that's for the fates to decide.
The gods, aye, so much more mysterious and more serene, more divine than we understand. Divinity isn't simply the twin brother of the arcane. It is something else entirely. We do not scrabble and dabble at the fabric of reality like blind worms seeking more earth for our bellies. We are true, and we are the true wielders of magic, because it is given to us willingly by those who are embedded in it, those who live it, those who are existence. I am not the true Sturken von Zarovich, merely an impression of his spirit, here to judge those who would claim his power, his life's work. The real Sturken used the heart to burn away darkness whenever he found it. Though at some point, he lost the heart, stolen from him by one of his acolytes. Sturken had the opportunity to strike down this acolyte, but he didn't. He let him carry out the heart as he lay bleeding on his own bed, because he believed the man could still be redeemed. He burned the darkness all around, burned the darkness everywhere except all around him, because the brighter a light burns, the darker the shadows directly beneath it. Do you understand what it is I'm telling you, Ptarmigan?
I think so. I do believe that's why I was, for some stupid reason, asked to do a thing.
We all have our roles to play. Even you. Even Strahd himself. His role was perverted. And he's lost. To me, perhaps. What will you do once the power is yours?
that will be revealed. It unfolds before me as I walk, because, believe it or not, I have faith in my steps.
You arrogant. I like that in a young man. Come, pray with me. Whatever god you worship, take a knee and thank them that they brought you here this day. Damagen?
I basically... Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm asking you, what do you do?
Oh, yeah. No, he goes down and he does give kind of a genuine prayer to the Raven Queen, but it's almost like, I've made it to here. It's like a status update, but in a prayer form, if that makes sense.
Sup, bestie? So, a lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah, it's like, I made it here. I don't know how this is happening, but it's working. And, if this is it, have me do what I need to do. And I just lean into whatever he's got in store for me.
Does it sound like a raven's cry, overlaid 1,000 times over itself? And those of you outside can see Tomogen begin to kind of flow gently to the floor as the heart floats behind him, visibly empowering him. Like Tomogen, like you kind of get like this. Like you guys kind of see like his outfit kind of get like this dusting of raven feathers like on the edges of his sleeves, and like you kind of get like this like mane of raven feathers like around like his neck. What's this
Collar?
area called?
Collar.
Collar. Thank you. And we'll take a break right here.
Yes. I know I probably hit you way off base with that, so I apologize.
Hey, no, you're fine. You're fine. 10 minutes sound okay to you guys?
Yes. That's great. And thank you. I just kind of, I don't even ask him to bow. I go to each side and I go, Sir Varus, the mouth of Barovia. And then to Vasilla, a little bit slower and more elegant, proper bow. Lady Vasilla, Song of Barovia.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. The what, Barovia?
The Song of
Song.
Barovia.
Song.
Not
She
song.
gives you like
Song.
She
Like,
here's
la,
the
la,
title
la.
and kind of it gives that pensive like Jim smile, but she's like also not gonna like disrespect his action sincere moment.
He's got a smile like he's kind of playing on that with you,
Mhm.
And he goes, and even to the brain, can't be here. Him too. And I turned back to Fisk and I said, and I hold out the pin, kind of, and I'm like, can you make one of these for each of us, please? Put the. All right, let's go home.
So is your little ceremony done? Like like all Holy Communion stuff, a moment of respect. That's over.
You see Ptarmigan smile like you've seen him when he makes a really sharp, smart deal. He goes, yeah, for now. And
Okay.
just
What the fuck? what? What?
Hey! This is a house of the Lord still.
I apologize.
Kind of get shocked
I
out of it by
I asked for
like
forgiveness.
a
Let's-
chancellor made of light, like kind of hits you, like she's
Yeah.
spiritual
Oh,
weapon.
okay.
chancellor
I'm gonna.
hits you.
What the? I grab Tarm. I walk him outside. Okay. What the fuck?
You see like people following, like morning glow, more like La Thunder, La Thunder.
I-
People are cheering like as he walks out.
Tarm, look.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations for whatever you just pulled off. You gotta give us a heads up next time you decide to just execute a miracle.
Well, what fun would that be? And Tarmjan starts to say a prayer right there.
She puts her hands up. I'll be back at the house. She just walks out.
And just because he's in that mood, he starts the find steed thing.
Spro's gonna bring a camel into Barovia.
Oh my
You can
goodness.
summon one.
He's a man on a mission. He's doing all the things at once.
Mother Lucia looks kind of like still kind of shaking out the shock as people, like flock to her, like to the door, like following, like looking at Talmudin, like following him. Xavier, like in your heart, Xavier, first Xavier goes, poser. Like he does.
Okay, that was brilliant. I love it.
He does, Xavier is a suspicious motherfucker. Like he's still like kind of like, that should have been you, not him. But I can sense the law-breaking nature of his heart. How he flouts the rules of these self-same gods when it suited him. Oh, is Adam not back?
I'm here. Fisk is just listening.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
He's just listening.
And yeah, actually, where we're positioned right here, I'm just going to do it here. I remember the big doors and Valarin being able to. I'm like, hey, Vasily, can you open those doors for me? And he just does the ritual right there.
There's as you do so, I think it takes like 10 minutes to
10 minutes, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So
people can have a seat.
So people like gathering, as you're doing that, like as you're kind of like having a seat and just kind of like casting a spell and like, because this is a divine spell in origin technically, like your eyes are kind of like doing that kind of like ethereal glow, and like there's the like the sound of ravens, like there's this like gray light coming off you, so like you guys see like this ring of like half ring of people like forming all around all around Talmudin as he focuses, and they're all kind of like trying to mimic his prayer, his spell casting, probably mistaking it for a prayer of some sort. The rest of the people are going to use the lack of line to get a bit more bowls of soup for themselves. Needless to say, like the all order has basically fallen apart in that regard, as this has rather kind of shook things up a bit. The Lucia is going to like take one more look at Talmudin and shake her head and smile. When you all came, the first time you all came here, I can't believe I got to see so many miracles so close by. Well, I dare say that it's been a very long time since true sunlight has been in Barovia so often. If I can help in any way, please, tell me.
And after she says that, Fisk says to Zahaviel in his mind, Morning Lord is the Lord of New Hope. Imogen may not be the right one, but he was the one in the moment. Be happy
power belongs to those like us, those who pursue evil relentlessly to exterminate it. Your friend is far too soft. Far too soft. Should he fall, make sure to take the heart. Bind it to us.
Perhaps our role is not as great as he wants it to be. Small
This is not
things.
about glue. You feel like his ire rises. He almost like, starts to push against you, but this is not about glory. This is about what needs to be done. You've already been resting here, what? A week? 2? Fisk, it's only been like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Evil.
I immediately
beasts.
correct him and say, less than a day.
But Matilda kind of like joins you, like to voice it at the same time. Do you know how long it's been since I've been around people who aren't dead and then
Meredith.
or insane or both? Meredith, sorry, thank you. I'm mortal insane. Well, you know what I mean. Insane for the first time in thousands of years, maybe. Centuries.
This is all
Who
happening
knows
as
how
we're
time
walking
works
back
anymore?
away from back to the HQ.
Yeah. Like Mudlish like, oh, okay, I guess never mind then. And Xavier like starts arguing with Matilda back and forth, like basically like you're just a stupid undead that he felt like bad for. Like the fact that we're even talking right now is one of the greatest miracles that has ever been. You're lucky that I'm a guest here too, or I'd basically be banishing you to the afterlife where you belong.
I want to put all
Is
three of
Javiel's
these.
just
I want to put all three of these in like tiny little like clay golems and have them duke it out and watch Meredith beat the shit out of Zahavia. You know,
right, Satoshi Tajiri.
like little dog fights with just tiny little angels in a
Fucking
master student.
right, bro wants to recreate Metabot. Okay. Um, as they're arguing, yeah, and Fisk, you're heading back. Mother Lucia's like, okay. She claps her hands and she's going to say, and with a booming voice, you recognize the spell Basilites. Convocation. The clerical equivalent of prestidigitation escapes me at the moment. Everyone, like she's in Barovian, she will, start sending out instructions, and Matilda will kind of like using illusion, like will make her words like appear above her head, like with arrows, like kind of like pointing to get back in line for the soup, for the cauldron, because people are just kind of like falling over themselves. I don't know. Wants to tell me something.
When we get back, just wants to lay down in front of the fire. Do nothing.
So you just needed me to handle some of the baby stuff. Right. Yeah. So yeah, Mother Lucia and Matilda are doing that. In the meantime, it's been at least a couple more hours, so maybe not a couple, but at least one more hour. So, Monsieur Honorine, s'il vous plaît, a intelligence check, please. You will continue at your previous. You don't fail, but you just don't get any advantages from this hour. You just continue at the normal pace, which is double. So this hour counts for 2. Like Vasil and Vers, do you guys follow Fisk and Tom?
Did I gotta get a horse?
I'll catch up with them. I do want to talk to Matilda.
Okay. Varys, how about you?
Yeah, I'm following.
You following? Okay. Alright, so after Mother Lucia, like bids you farewell as she returns to take care of the soup kitchen. So they can turn to you. So you've been hanging around me with it look like you want to talk. What you want to talk about? Hey, your fake bullshit's all gone.
Okay, you do
What
know
happened
me.
to
All
it?
right, holy shit. I thought it was funny at first, but having people be like, "Who are you?" and it's sounding really facetious, but they're being genuine, and I get why, has kind of been getting annoying. Okay,
Oh no.
so I found out I can cast magic, which is cool.
Oh.
Here's the
Yeah?
thing is, and kind of the reason why I took the stone and ended up messing myself up is I'm really bad at it. But I want to surprise the rest of the gang. What's that look? Okay. Can you teach me?
You kind of like you realize that she's like listening to you, but she's also doing something, and you kind of like look behind you. You don't see anything. You look above. You see that she's like very, very slowly, like lowering a hat onto Varys's head, like from a distance. Like hat.
What are you look? Silence.
Oh,
She's
sorry.
just watching in anticipation.
Varys, Varys, what's your passive perception?
Hang on. Close my character sheet if you want to peek at it.
It's 15. I think.
All right.
Varys, like as you kind of like, following Fisk, waiting for Tom to finish his diamond ritual, you just like, okay, hold on, let me roll for her. Let's see what she would get with her sleight of hand. No, you feel, she was okay, but then like you kind of like, she kind of got distracted when and you see like, and you feel something kind of softly like land on your head, like circular. It is a large straw hat, guys, like the kind farmers would wear on your head. Like there's like a crown of daisies around it. She giggles to herself.
Okay. I'm starting to see where you faith weirdos are coming from now. Okay. So I wanna work on spells, and I know Honorum's a super smart one. Everyone can do magic, like you just saw what Tarm did. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Do you know what the hell that was about?
Kind of. I kind of do, and I'm gonna interrogate him about it, and probably,
Good.
I don't know, put salt in his food for not giving me a heads up. I don't know. I'll find a way to be petty about it. Can you teach me how to cast Fireball?
Fuck no. Are you crazy?
What?
As she says fuck no, like that chancla, like from before,
like a golden corona of legend.
Like it's just like gonna bonk on her head. Like, ow! Damn, darn it.
She said it again.
I said down! Ah!
It's the second one.
Like, she kind of like runs behind the parlor, where you can follow her, and she'll say, well, most of my magic is illusion based, but I can breathe fire a little bit in my regal form, but I can't teach you how to cast a fireball, but I can definitely teach you how to make someone think that you cast it.
Well, that could work, because I kind of want to just be able to do so, but I think, see if that shit. I mean, stuff. Uh-oh.
Donk. Like yeah,
You're
it misses you. It's not like intended to like really hurt, but it's more intended like to kind of like shove like yeah, you kind of feel like a bonk on your head.
It's like a Monty Python bit where he keeps swearing by accident. um. So, well, I mean, I got half of it because we were somewhere really weird, and I started it, and a bead kind of came up. And honestly, I was just trying to do the cantrip thing, and that happened instead. Don't know how that happened. And it started flying, but it like flickered, and then it just turned to smoke, so it didn't blow up. So I got like half of the puzzle. I got the delivery system. I just need the delivery itself to like work.
She kind of scratches her head. Sounds to me like you're trying to reinvent the wheel when you already have a horse.
What? What? The horse is missing two
She kind
legs.
of like
What is you talking?
crosses her
What?
arms and nods
No,
to herself.
no, no. Eh, well, it doesn't blow stuff up. It just kind of like it just like fizzles out disappointingly.
Hmm. Well, I don't know about Fireball, but yeah, you should talk to someone who's, something that's all fiery. Maybe they'd know more about, like, fixing your issue. And I mean,
You know what?
I can taste some fire around you right there. That guy knows all about it, probably.
Well,
That
not
points,
that,
like,
but
down
you're
at you.
right. I gotta talk to Basud. He could probably help me. Has he cast Fireball? Well, he just kind of breathes fire. He might know the spell though. I gotta
That
find
guy
Basud.
farts fire. I liked him a lot
Yeah.
more before you guys took him to wherever you guys took him. Now he's all weird and
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I guess
creepy.
I don't know. It's like the difference between like being made out of like swords versus knowing like the technique to use one. You know.
As you say, some like being made out of swords, like she like takes like a little notepad and like she starts like scribbling in it.
What are you doing? No, don't do that. No, I don't like that.
Wait, shut up!
What?
Aha! She shows you like an actually really beautiful rendition of like a person made of swords. Like
Wait.
it has like swords for fingers and it's like waving and saying hello, and the hello is written in little swords.
Did you just draw that?
Yeah, you want me to sign it for you? I do commissions, but I do charge 40 gold. 50 for color and shading.
You can keep it. Okay, so I gotta talk to Bassoon though. All right.
Okay.
Most importantly, don't tell them I asked about this, because they will
I
not
won't
let it go.
tell them
They do
you
not
ask
do
about this.
about.
Who's them?
You know what? Never mind. Just don't tell anyone.
Okay.
I asked about this. Just don't.
Alright.
I'm an insider.
Hey, hey, Octavio!
Hi!
What
Hey,
is
wait.
Leave me alone, leave me alone, you mean little blue fairy.
Yeah, no, I got her. Don't worry. I
Uh.
kicked the door.
She's like kicking her little legs. Another Lucia girl like take it outside, ladies.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Tell them. I said don't tell anyone. Are you gonna tell anyone if I?
Meanwhile, no.
Are you really gonna not tell anyone?
Told me an insight check.
I hate the Fae.
I love the Fae. As a DM, as a player, I do hate it.
Give me a second. All right, I am
Yeah, no
absolutely
problem.
burning my my dice for this. By the way,
Okay. Tell me real quick, what are you summoning?
Oh, I'm just getting to the list. I just spotted the pony, camel, elk. Oh, yeah, just oh, huh.
All right. I rolled a
Yeah,
21.
just let me know. Just DM it to me. Just DM it to me, and I'll summon it for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I will do
You
that.
rolled a
It's
20.
coming ratchet right now.
Sure. Vasilla, yeah, Matilda's probably lying. She's basically like the fake equivalent of a very hyperactive child who's like very excited to do things. Well, you do know
A
that
Russian
the Fae,
column of tanks
you know, they're kind of like they like they enjoy games most of all, and deals. And they do understand like the the nature of deals.
All right.
So you could convince her like that if it matters that much.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, I was kind of an idea I was thinking of. So you see Vasilla like think, like still grappling Matilda in the middle of like a church before like stopping and letting her go. Okay, let's play a game. If you don't tell anyone that I asked you about the spell, you win. But if you tell anyone about the spell, I win. Bish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I let her go.
Okay. You
Okay.
were literally never going to win this. I will die before anybody else ever learns about this.
Okay. All right. Well, the game's
She
on.
looks-
We'll see. All right.
She kind of like gives you like that face you love, and she opens it close and go. It's like, what did you want to say, anyways? Nothing. You hear Von Richten grumble
All
as
right.
the door closes behind her.
All right. That's all I needed. We can just cut to on.
Yeah. Varys, you may. By the way, the hat that she lowered onto your head is a real magic item that she summoned. And Varys, you now possess the Hat of Shades. This hat will protect you against the effect of bright sunlight. In addition, you will never be affected by lights that are far too bright. You can see normally in such effects. If you were a vampire, you would also be rendered immune to the effects of bright sunlight while wearing the hat. If you were a drow, also that would render you immune. And you kind of like as you like kind of feel out the effects of the hat, and you're like, we're in fucking Barovia. What do I do with this?
That's the funniest shit. To get a hat, a magic item for sunlight in fucking Barovia. I'm gonna piss myself.
What's the name of it again?
And the Traveler's Anti-Sun Hat, a hat that protects against the effect of bright sunlight and bright light.
So
If you were
Varys
a
understands.
vampire or drow,
So,
yeah,
but Varys
you
understands what it does, right?
He does, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny.
Alrighty.
So
As that resolves, you hear a sort of majestic whinny as let me see. I think I've used most of my usual ones. You know what? I'll just use this guy because he's particularly handsome, and I feel he makes for a good boy. A black horse with blue eyes and a white mane materializes in front of you, Talmadgen, and then nobly lowers its main head. Like there's a gasp from the crowd. And as the beast's blue eyes meet with your blue eyes, Tom and Jen, like you feel the connection established as this divine spirit manifests and informs you of his name. I am Telankulil. I have been sent here to serve you. May we bring peace to the disquiet dead of this land together.
Does your name mean anything?
It means the first and last friend.
First to last what?
First and last friend.
One Ptarmigan. And he starts and he just kind of walks beside him instead of like riding on top of him. And he's going to just kind of do a little horse whispering on the way to HQ.
Alrighty. I would say another hour has passed by now, as you guys all move to the HQ, and I'd like another intelligence check from you, Honor. 16. They've the DC lowering progressively with the successful one. That does meet it. Honorim, you have 5 hours remaining on the book. You've, like, by the time you guys, like, arrive, you guys can see, like, this kind of blue light escaping from, like, the room, from his room. You guys, inside the room, there's, like, 10 Ptarmigans all reading, like, there's Ptarmigan, and there's, like, 10, after images of him, like, all kind of, like, reading, like, these after images of the book. It looks pretty damn crazy. Let's see.
I assume he's really absorbed. And I just kind of quietly, I'm like, hey, if you're in there, what time do you want to eat? Just see if he even hears me. You have to eat. You have to eat. Check on you later. Off he goes.
Oh, I shouldn't do that. That made me ill.
What did he? I think the honor had said something. I didn't catch it though.
Yeah, go away.
Fucking all right.
That's what he said. He said go away, so I'm gonna go away.
Alrighty. Would the party like to wait until evening when Ptarmigan will, when Honorim will be done?
Yeah, Varys is gonna go take a cat nap.
Yeah, it's like this is downtime, and it's downtime. We're like laying on couches, you know, just like
You see
hot
Vasilla.
baths.
We're just kind of like we're all just like in a room just chilling, and Vasilla's like, "Oh fuck, I forgot the thing. Holy shit! Yeah, a room somewhere. We gotta somewhere private.
We have a planning room just for this shit. Come on, follow me.
Okay, all right.
And he just leads you inside, first floor.
Yeah. What? Get out!
Yeah. Well, if you really want to come, you know, you're more than welcome to.
I mean, he would follow, but and then you
just
then
waits
kind of
outside.
like
I'm like, yeah, it's
back
just
at
it's
him,
too.
he's like, oh.
Still seeing the map of Tarm in the church with Sturkin.
Testing.
Oh, that should be the case. It shows it as all of you being in the.
Yeah, well,
Not roll
I'm-
20
I'm-
locked up,
yeah.
Adam. Just refresh.
Refresh.
Oh, just
Mine-
refresh.
I,
Okay. All right.
Try refreshinating, yeah.
Okay. I'll follow and just cast the invisibility. Make sure that the room is clear.
The room seems to be all clear.
We are alone.
Okay,
Okay.
what's you see, there's a table. It's got like he's working on trying to create maps and Balaki and all of his notes are everywhere. This is where he's terms and brains.
Okay, all right. Do you remember the house down the road with the night hag?
Oh yeah. The wayward sister. Yeah.
Yeah. I ran into her the other day.
Oh,
Yeah. She made an offer of, I will offer you stuff for in return. Basically, she'll offer us info on the what was I gonna say? Basically, info on the whole situation relating to the other three.
I gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
She wants to talk, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. How do I talk? How do we talk to her? We don't need to talk to her yet. I just want to know how.
I think we just gotta. Daniel, Vasil was given item, right?
Yes.
Some weird hag bullshit thingy.
I believe it was. God, I think it was a. Let me see. I want to say that it was a little living mouse. It was a little mouse head inside a tiny glass bottle, and when you hold it up to your face, you see like the little mouse eyes open.
Yeah, just use this, I guess.
All right, just hang on to it. We'll use it when we're ready to talk to her.
All right. I mean, what are we taking for a next step, though? Is this something we're gonna try to go down the road with, or are we gonna veer pretty sharply and head to Arkenvost instead?
We are going to wait for our dear friend, honor him, to finish doing what he's doing. Then we will decide.
Fair enough. Just reading the room. All right. Honestly, that's it. And
Look at Barris and I go, if we come across that fucker, we'll just murder him. Deal?
Varys just winks at you. Absolutely.
that wink,
All right. So
that
yeah,
wink terrifies me.
relax. Enjoy the respite. This is the peaceful time. This is the easy ones.
Oh man.
You guys are served dinner in the meantime, as the maid asks you. So, Master Anarim hasn't been eating since last night, and I've been hearing pretty scary sounds from up there. Can one of you please accompany me to getting his meal?
Daniel, could you lean closer to your mic?
Yeah, you're a little faint.
Can one of you please accompany me to take up his meal? I'm getting rather worried. This is Anya, your cook.
Oh. Yeah, we can take his food up. Just bring it out here. We'll take it up to him.
Oh,
I
right.
get it. I've seen him. It's kind of scary up there. He just laughs.
Yes. Is everything all right with you, Mr. My Lord Talmadge? You seem a bit different.
Yeah, probably.
Have you noticed there is a strange floating rock behind your head?
Kind of look up at it and go, oh yeah, that's a new thing.
He just has his own orbit now. Don't worry about that.
So, Tamajan, from now on, I guess we'll put this. Let's put this. What color is that? It's kind of like reddish. We'll put this like purple dot on you to indicate that you have. The
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
pass.
It's just it's. Unless I'm doing something specific with it, that's perfect. I mean, it's.
Whenever you want to use the heart, I would say it would be like an object interaction.
There will be, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
get
There
it.
should be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to take it back in, then that'll probably be like a bonus action.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's anything. It's going to be really abusable anyway. Hey, look at my
Yeah,
rock.
Just in
But
case.
yeah, no, I got it.
Just in case it comes up, yeah.
Yeah, knowing our luck. Can I do this with that?
Honor him. In the meantime, it is now evening. And, slowly, like one after another, your after images kind of blink out. Until only you remain, and you kind of slow down as you reach the last sentence of the quote. As you finish it, you feel the magic within it become dormant. You know innately it will only reactivate for use once again 100 years from now. Your herd hurts like a motherfucker. You've been really expending yourself today. Could you give me a quick Constitution saving throw? I don't know if you calculate the amount. I don't know if you calculate the amount of calories it would have taken you to feel better in your mind, and with your much more vivid imagination, you simply image to yourself how it would have felt if you've eaten for the entire day, and if you had drank sufficient amount of water, and your headache goes away. Capital. You are fairly certain your IQ points have increased by like 25 to a 30 points margin. And Dunham, your intelligence score and its maximum have increased by 2. Which I believe is 22. For a little, for maybe like the rest of the day, you're going to be speaking in particularly verbose, like if you're going to feel yourself compelled to kind of speaking like this particularly verbose kind of phrase, but that will probably go away as you get used to being yourself again.
Cross my leg. Stand up, stretch.
Nico follows you. Lancelot will probably be he'll also follow excitedly. You see he has like a little notebook around his neck, and accidentally I'm catching all the snow, so just this side, that side, that side. Hey, come here, you. See? As you come downstairs, you hear the sounds of conversation as and dinner as your 4 companions are enjoying their evening.
I'll walk in more.
The great company is united. You guys see him, like his head is kind of like bulging like 3 times the size. No, I'm kidding.
Jimmy Neutron.
Brain blast! But no, Honorum moves amongst you. Like there's, like his
already rather hollow cheeks ever since the Amber Temple are even hollowed out. Like there's like deep dark shades under his eyes, but the eyes that they are under are extremely alert and sharper than they've ever been.
And I'm like,
And
was
you
it worth
can, like,
it?
feel yourself kind of subconsciously analyze like everything about your like just everything you see, like like the shape of the walls, like the angles of people's faces as they speak, like the counting this number of syllables of things people say.
I turned to Tarmogen. Secrets of the cosmos lay bare before me now, feeling like threads, vast tapestry, intertwining the arcane, the mundane, the dancing of the particles. Harmony of the universal symphony. All is crystal clear now.
Tarmadin genuinely smiles. He's like, I'm so glad you're with us. I dabbled in a few new things myself. Oh yeah, by the way, you are now Sir Honorum Balthazar, the scholar of Barovia.
Riddles. Interesting concept.
But useful in their own way. And he smiles. So, what are we doing? Catch him up on everything that's happened. It's like, we're back together.
On him, like you get told about the anti-Heralda, as she calls herself now, situation. Fisk, it's up to you to share what you overheard, the conversation between Bassoon and Van Richten. Domogen, you kind of share what the heart's capabilities are.
Oh yeah.
Up to you to
He
share
sees this
the
thing floating over my
conversation
shoulder.
with, Sturken
He recognizes that, so yeah. I have no doubt.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Boone and Von Richten here in the room.
Van Richten is not in the room, but you did hear the conversation back in the graveyard when they were kind of escorting the kids and the elderly. That conversation, essentially Bassoon was like trying to convince him to come back with them to the Amber Temple to make a deal to fix his leg and maybe even gain further benefits, like Bassoon did.
And I told Bassoon what I thought of that. I thought the rest of the party kind of knew that about Bassoon already. The kind of a Blackfire was a dead giveaway.
Yeah. We're pretty much like, okay. Yeah.
Speaking of, I want to talk to Bassoon on fire stuff. I don't know where he is right now, though.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things happening. But the question is, where do we go?
To the heart.
Figure the rest out on the way.
The heart awaits for us. We are running out of time.
Straight to the winery? Or to the other one?
Bags. The windmill.
That. Well. I go to Basila. I'm like, so we need to talk to her to make this deal. Because we do want to get close.
Yeah. Trying to bust down a hag's front door is, even for experienced folk, is near suicide. I think taking the deal is more likely than not.
We have the boon, do we not? From Ravenolica.
It would be interesting to meet them again. We'll have to negotiate the terms of that deal because it will come with a price.
Did not Ravenolica promise to protect us against the Hagstones and hide us from their perception
Indeed.
in exchange for freeing her son Sergei's soul?
Do you have any idea how to do that? He just, just frankly, he's like, I'm drawing blanks, old friend.
That's something I'll have to think upon. Give me a few seconds.
Honorim, as you think in it, give me an intelligence check, and perhaps something will come to you.
I hand him all the
With
notes I've
advantage,
taken
because
through
you've
this
been
time,
dealing-
too. Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
with advantage, because we've been dealing with this shit for a while. 15 will be sufficient. Honorim, you do know someone who's basically a legendary monster slayer, aka Van Richten. And even if you don't take her deal, you're fairly certain you can at least manipulate this rogue renegade hag into revealing some details that would prove advantageous. From what you have it could also be. It would be likely advantageous to at least know what she has to offer, because it doesn't sound like she's interested in challenging you or getting in your way. It's from what you already know of hags. It is completely within her interest for you to knock off, at the very least, the matriarch of the coven. Hell, she could even be an ally.
We do what we are required to end the journey of Babasli Saga.
Okay, but let's not talk to her yet. We must have the proper setting for this conversation.
And in all honesty, I could use some sleep.
Not gonna lie, after that bender you're on, I'm not surprised you didn't walk away being smart enough to not need to sleep or something. I don't know how those books work.
I think I'd be smart enough to not need a drink, but I definitely need one of those as well.
You sure didn't act like it. I was
Disappear.
wondering when you were gonna eat.
Walk to the grab a
Well proven.
Fisk will
Like the 6 rings of like the wine, like it's analyzed, like it's like carbon chain. This carbon chain is particularly agreeing with my palate. Sorry, Fisk, go ahead.
Fisk will go to Lancelot as he starts to go towards the room before he even gets into the room. And just block him.
Am I not allowed to? I'm terribly sorry. I merely wanted to offer my aid. Any services you might require assistance with. It sounded like the Miss Vasilla said something about finding somebody. My master can use the scenting spell to that person.
Before Honorim gets out of the room, by the way, I cast Greater Restoration.
Right, Donovan, if you've had... are you using any of the charges? Or
Yeah, I'm using the 3 charges
you
because
are,
I
yeah.
don't, yeah, this is a new toy.
I was like, what? Did you respec or something? Like, Christ.
Like
Fucking
the hard
Saint
blows.
Tarm over here.
Basically. Alright, Tom,
I'm like, oh no, you're not getting out of that drink tonight. we're going.
Honorim, technically, if you allow it, this could end your connection to a certain something. And also, if you had any levels of exhaustion, you remove one of them.
I did not
Activist,
have a
what
lot.
the fuck
Well,
is-
probably did last night.
the fuck is? Yeah, you probably did. What the fuck is an atavist? Never heard of that. Either way. Yeah, like kind of like wah. Oh. Capital.
I'll
I
turn
know
it.
you enjoy the connection, and though your heart, the eye in your middle of your head aches, as well as the rest of your body for a moment, in general you feel somehow re-energized at the same time. You guys all see like the light that kind of like slowly dies back down again as the cloak of raven feathers around Temujin's collar kind of ruffles and then slows and then relaxes once again.
Parmesan's actually hamming it up a little bit. I mean,
You are definitely living up to like the Saint Tom thing right now. You're essentially a mini cleric right now.
I'm just like, I'm looking at
Wow.
Tarm embraces, and I'm already done with it. Want some white robes with that, Chief?
he's just laughing. He's just
Aye.
Oh man.
As the party plans, definitely, I would say some things that would definitely come up, especially with Honorable's intelligence and what you guys are aware of. Essentially, you have there are 3 more hearts out there. You know the location of at least one. You have a method. And no, let me answer that.
location of, yeah.
Yeah, you guys have the spell that can help you locate the other 2 that are missing. You know that there is a hag queen on the loose, Babali Saga, who Ravinovia would probably be extremely interested in. You know, anybody really would be very interested in having her, and it's very likely that she has one of the hearts. You know that she's one of Strahd's greatest supporters as well. You guys know that there are the Fanes out there that also are Strahd. You guys know that an incredibly powerful weapon of sunlight is being held by the Windmill Coven, which I will remind you is separate from Lysaga. It is
Yes.
headed by Nani Morgantha. Right now they should be down to 2 sisters instead of 3 like they had before, because one of those sisters is here. Basically running the Porfo Code, the halfway house I think it's called.
Wasn't Loretta there?
Yes, Loretta has changed her name to Haralda.
Ronaldo. Okay.
Because she doesn't want to be her mother's child anymore. She wants to start her own coven, as it were. She wants to be her own independent hag.
Is that the one making the deals?
That's the one who's approached Vasilla about the deals.
Our Loretta that we dealt with.
Wait, are you talking about the kid?
Yeah, the kid.
No,
Kids.
no. That's somebody
Okay,
else.
all right. That's why I was like, whoa, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
sorry. No, Haralda was one of the others.
Okay.
Like, you don't know what Loretta.
We don't know what
Loretta's
happened to Loretta yet. Okay.
It could be that she's a hag. It could be that you guys will still.
Yeah. I just was.
She's a junior hag baby. Yeah, babies making your dreams come true. But I would think that we could probably put this in the quest channel and all that. But I think for now, because it's 10 o'clock, we'll end tonight's session of the Curse of Start as the party begins their planning and the preparations to